Hello everyone, it's me Kim and I'm from English with Kim. And today I want to tell you about one question a lot of people ask me. It's about grammar. The question is, does grammar matter? And is it important for them to study grammar? Or can we speak well without grammar? So on. So I decided to make a video about this today. And yeah, before I answer this kind of question, I want to tell you I'm from Vietnam. And in my countries, children can get abroad to learn another language. And mostly we study English at a very early age. In the past, I started to learn English at school when I was in grade 6. But now, like in this modern life, and it's easy for children to get access to learn another language very early. Like as for my daughter, now she started to learn English when she was in grade 1. It's good because the government try their best to have the children in our country to get to know another language very early. But the fact that very few Vietnamese people can speak English well or can use the correct language fluently. And do you know the reason why? I'm thinking about this a lot before I made this video, and I find the reason is we focus too much on grammar, and like we cram for exam, and we study grammar to do exercise and to pass the paper exam. Like a lot of things, like we have to use grammar mainly for doing exercise and to pass the exam. But very seldom do we use grammar in our speaking and writing? Like we have almost no opportunity to use English in our reality, like to use like to have a conversation with someone or to make a good writing. So I think it's the reason why a lot of students after they study, they forget it and then they have to study again and then forget it again. And just as if just happen over and over. So the point here is, if I have to answer this question, I will say yes. Grammar is definitely important when you learn a language. Not only English, but in any kind of language, if you want to study to master that language, you have to study grammar. Because grammar can help your sentences clear and understandable. If you you have no idea about grammar, you don't know how to arrange the part of the speech, where you should put the verb, where you should put the noun, subject, and what is the agreement between subject and verb, right? A lot of things. So we have to know exactly, like at least basic grammar rules you have to master, right? But the question here is, what is the best way to learn grammar? And I think we have to consider this one in different sides. Like if you are a basic learners and you have to study grammar from zero. So I think you shouldn't focus too much on study grammar at the beginning. You can study very basic grammar, like the structure of basic sentence, and you try to use it in your speaking. And mostly, I think people should spend more time at the beginning of learning a language. You should spend more time doing listening and speaking. Just like a child when they study a language, maybe like mother tongue, you see children, they listen to their parents and family members and people around them, and they absorb the language in their mind, and till the time they can speak out, and they learn how to make the sentence from what they memorize from other people when they are in a very early age, like from 1 year old to 1 or 2 years old, and they start to make their first sentence, right? But if you are like in immediate or advanced learner, I think you can learn grammar deeply. You can listen to real conversation of native speakers, You can analyze the sentence they make, because you know the fact is whatever you learn in the textbook, you will find somehow different from whatever in reality. I mean, what you find in the textbook maybe is very difficult for you, very hard for you to find in real life. And the same, what you listen to, what you hear, what you know happen in the real life, you cannot find it somewhere in the textbook. So I recommend you, when you learn a language, you have to learn it from the speaker, from the real conversation. And you listen to them and you analyze how they make this sentence, and learn a lot about the phrases and expressions, a lot of things, and then analyze it, make it like in a very deep consideration, and then you try to use it for yourself. I mean, learning a language is a very long process, and master grammar is not something you can do overnight. And if you don't have enough passion and interest, you will find it very boring and even stress. But I recommend you to make it step by step. You can start it from doing something you really would like, and don't try to like stock a lot of things in your mind in a very short time. Divide it into smaller and smaller parts, and each day you learn something new, and the other day and the other thing new, and then you can have a mountain of knowledge about grammars. And someday in the future you will feel it's very surprising for you, because you say, wow, I have a lot of knowledge about grammar rules, and more interestingly, I can use it in my speaking, right? So whatever you have to decide whether you want to speak basic English or you want to speak advanced English, and so that you can find the way for you to the best way for you to study grammar. And I really hope that you can find some motivation in learning grammar, at least like to, you know, like show up yourself. Like if you speak good English, and someday there are some native speaker listen to you and they give you some compliment about your ability, you will feel it's really amazing, and it can help you to like cheer you up, and it can help you to have more motivation to do your study more, right? Okay, so I hope like you can have some improvement after you listen to my video. Thank you for your watching, and see you soon in my next video. Bye bye.